Player. All right, so in today's video, we're gonna talk about how the time I got my commissary stole in county jail, right? And I had to get some straightening over it. So let's get into it. All right, so look, one of my cellies, I had two of them at the time. I think it was three to this cell. A lot of people were being shipped off to prison. You know, they was riding that train, and he left that morning. He left early that morning, so he's gone. So it's just me and this other dude in our cell we have now. Well, later on in the day, we had some other dudes we was cool with, a couple cells over, like on the opposite end of the hall or the dorm, whatever. They had made some prison wine, okay, julep, hooch, whatever you want to call it, man, like bangarang, whatever it is. And this is homemade wine, man. It's some of it's all right, some of it's pretty rough, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I don't drink anymore, but anything to catch a buzz at the time, right? This is retarded. Like getting drunk in prison, this is stupid. But at the time, anything to kind of remind you a little bit of home or get out of, constantly being in jail, I'm up for it. So me and my cellie leave our cell alone to go drink, right? Bro, stupid.com. All right. You never leave your cell unattended without one of y'all being there, or my bad, hold up, or the door being locked. Okay, that is a no, or at least somebody you trust while it's locked, keeping an eye on your cell. Okay. I'm in the county jail. I don't, you would think this be common sense, but this is how you learn, right? So we go down to go drink and talk about nothing, and well, yeah, man, ooh, man, this tastes so good, and we're all lying because it don't taste good. And we're having a good old time, and we're like maybe playing some cards, blah blah blah. Do that like an hour or two, and lockdown is coming up, man. Lockdown time. So we go back to the cell. And before my cellie left, man, he gave me most of his commissary, okay? He gave me most of his pastries and soups or coffee, stuff like that. Like anything he had left over, he blessed me down. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. You know who you are. So I go back in and I got a little buzz, dude. I'm getting a little hungry. And I want to get me a little snack, I want to get me a little snack. So I go in there to try to find an apple ugly. Apple uglies are good, dude. I don't eat them no more, but they're good. So I go to get me an apple ugly or a blueberry ugly. That's it. Blueberry ugly. Go to get it. And dude, it's like, you baked 42 cookies. You baked 42 cookies 30 minutes ago. Why is there only 24 left? You see what I'm saying? You didn't eat that many cookies, bro. You didn't. So I'm double taking my commissary. I'm like, bro, this is looking kind of slim. And then like, I'm trying to like, look, do not jump to conclusions, man. You're a little intoxicated. You could have, before you go, like, man, you know how that drunk, buzzed bull crap goes where you just blaming random people. You don't even got your facts straight. So that's what I'm trying to avoid, man. I'm trying to think of like any other option outside of me getting robbed. Okay. Because if someone steals from you in there, you have to address it. Okay. You have to address it, period, or it's going to keep happening. You can be the best guy in the world, mind your business, no matter what. If somebody takes from you, you got to do something to them. All right. Not because you want to, not because you can't live without your blueberry ugly. I mean, I can't, but let's just say you could. Let's say you could. You got to address it, man. Or they going to keep taking from you. It's the principle. It is the principle. All right. What you took is not yours. Understand? So I'm like, I know if someone took from me, I have to address it. I have to. So I look everywhere. I look in other places. Excuse me. I look in possible places. I might have put this. Maybe I hid it somewhere else. Maybe he put it somewhere else. I don't know. I'm just trying to narrow down the possibilities. Well, I'm running out of possibilities. And I'm like, man, I ain't trying to make a scene, because I don't want them to know that I know. Right? So I look at my celly and I was like, bro, I think we got hit. So what you mean, man? I was like, dude, half my stuff missing. Like half the stuff that dude left me. He didn't get all of it, but it was a dent. A dent. He took them Cool Ranch Doritos, man. You know it's war. You know it's war when they take the Cool Ranch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting mad just thinking about it, right? So I'm sitting in there, bro. I'm heated. Like, when you're half buzzed, that drunk heated kind of. I'm not all the way drunk, but it's like extra fuel on the fire, like blood pressure up. You're just like, man, I will bite a hole in your neck, man. And then all of a sudden, dude, this black dude I was cool with comes in. Dude, you are the coolest dude in the world. All right, I love this dude, man. He was like the coolest guy in the world, man. You know who you are. Well, he comes in and he says, hey, man, right before lockdown, I mean like 2 minutes before the door rolls. And he goes, you know what time it is? And I'm like kind of agitated because I'm like, bro, I don't got to watch. And I'm just like, nah, man, I ain't got to watch. He's like, you know what time it is, though? And I'm like, nah, I don't. And he's like, tells me the name. You know what time it is. Except he says the name of the person who did it. And I was like, okay. Yeah, appreciate it, man. He's like, yeah, appreciate it. And leaves. And then the door rolls. So I'm sitting in this cell. I know exactly who he's talking about. Okay, I know exactly who he's talking about. So I'm sitting there, dude, and I'm not mad because of like who it is. It's like, now I'm confirmed. Now it's confirmed that it's go time. Okay, it's go time. And a little bit of backstory. Before this, I already got on the phone with my parents and said, look, don't send any more money to my books. I think I'm going to get into a fight. All right. And they're like, no, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, nah, look, like some of my stuff came up missing. I'm just letting y'all know if y'all don't hear from me, be ready to put my money on someone else's books, right? So I catch store because I don't know what's fixing to transpire. So they're like, all right, whatever. So I already set this up. I already made plans that like something could go down, right? Well, now it's going to go down. So what my partner did, man, is he came up and made his mouth move like he was asking what time it was. Like, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? And then said the name, but made his mouth move the same way and then pointed at his wrist to make it look like he was like he was asking for the time. Like, bro, dude, people be on some like, dude, like straight art of war stuff in there, man, for real. And told me, just mentioned the name to me. I was like, all right, bro, I'm in there like, all right. I was like, I got to, I got to, man. So I'm doing push-ups. I'm getting ready, you know. And this dude, like, he been locked up most of his life, man. I mean, I don't know if this dude got a knife on him. I don't know. I don't know what's got to happen. All I know is I got to get some straightening for what was taken from me. Period. It doesn't matter if I live or none of that, bro. That's just not how it works. When someone takes something from you, you take blood from them. I don't make the rules, dude. Because if you don't, they're gonna take from you the whole time. They don't stop. It's just like out here, y'all just don't get it. But so I'm doing push-ups, dude. I muster whatever weapon I got. Like I don't have a knife. So I think I got an ink pen, and an ink pen will work. It will break, but something soft like the neck, you can shove the pen down in there, give it a good smack, set it. So I got a pen, and then I've got two long socks. I double layered it, and I collected the soap they gave us. So I warmed the soap up in the sink and swooshed them together. Like I had a soap block, bro, like this big soap block, a weapon, and I shoved it down in the sock and then tied a knot in both of them so I could pull that thing out and then use it if I had to. You know what I mean? I didn't know what was all going to happen because usually, and the guy was black, okay? So like there's a racial thing going on in jail and in prison. I don't know about the prison you were at, but that's just how it is, man. It doesn't even matter if you're racist. That's just how it is. Sorry, if you don't like it, whatever, dude, go to prison, argue with the prison rules. I don't really care. But anyways, so the dude's black, so I don't know what's going to happen out of this. So I'm doing push-ups, I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting in the most velociraptor like mentality I can get in. And dude, I think it's like 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, sometime around there. The doors roll, and there I see him. He's got a blanket on. He's got a blanket on, and he's walking around. He's walking around. He's looking at the cube. And look, This is kind of explicit, but they call him a gunner. Okay, and this is some creepo stuff, man. Like a gunner will look up at the tower where the police are at and imagine. This is messed up, bro. They'll imagine that a female is up there and they'll have their blanket on and just be jacking to the tower. I know, bro. It's gross. I don't know what's wrong with these folks, but they do it. Okay. They're called gunners. And they're masturbating to somebody. I mean, it could be a mop in there, bro. It could be a mop upside down and it looks like somebody with hair and they'll be jacking to it. Look, bro, don't go to prison, man. Don't go to prison. That's all I got to say. Don't go to prison. You wouldn't even believe me if I told you. So anyways, I see him making his rounds and stopping, and he's just completely unaware that I know. So I think, right? So I get up, I act all normal. I got my sock tucked in my suit with just enough hanging over. I got my suit over it. I got a pen in each pocket just in case. And I make my rounds, and I'm acting like I'm just getting like a little jog, like around the pod, just like I'm doing the same thing. I'm unaware. I ain't mad. I ain't cussing. I'm not giving off any indication that I'm fixing to attack. Okay. Well, I get closer and closer. I pass him twice. Don't do anything. He's unaware. He's just looking. And then I make that third round. I get right at, like, let's say this is his back, right? I get right to his blind side, and then I launch one. Woo, as hard as I can, bro. He turns like this, and my fist goes, glances off. I'm like, oh, bro, I missed. Like, bro, if it would have, look, I know everybody says this, but like, if it would have connected, it would have knocked brains on the floor. Okay, that's how hard it was. I can hit pretty hard too. Just, and he was like, and immediately went to attack. So he came at me. We locked up. We spun around twice. I ended up on my back, and I immediately kicked my legs up and put one foot over the back of his neck and pushed my other foot into his neck to keep him just out of arm's reach. Like, he swung some good ones down on me, and it was like, whew, whew. And I was trying to pulling in, trying to get some type of lock in, right? Well, this didn't last but like 5 seconds, because this all happened right in front of the doors. So the cube sees it, the police see it. So the doors open, and while he's there swinging, the police come in and tackle us, like, boom. Well, the police kind of get on him more than me. Like, when he spears the dude, I mean, we're kind of locked together. When he spears the dude, he kind of takes him more than me, and I'm just laying off to the side. So what do? I take full advantage of it. I jump up real quick, and I try coming around the police. Like, the police is on top of them. I'm behind the police, and I grab the police on the arm or on the shoulder, and I go to punch around the police and stick them. You know what I mean? Not with a pin or anything. I haven't deployed a weapon yet. That was just in case I got jumped. Maybe I should have stabbed him. I don't know. It didn't happen that way. But I go to punch the dude, and I ear hole the police, bro. I punch the police in the side of the head. Like, the police turns his head a little bit, and I'm like, boom. And I see the police like flinch down real quick, and I'm like, oh, bro, I messed up. But I went for a follow-up, you know. I went to get him again. Like, neither one of us really got hurt, okay, at all. Like, it lasted like 5 seconds, and the police broke it up. So more of them come in. They're all like, get the F on the ground. Blah, blah, blah. Like, they got their spray. They got, you know, they don't spray us, but like, we all get on the ground. They handcuff us, and they take us out. And he's calling me a Klan member. He's saying I'm racist, and you got to get the Ku Klux Klan out of this section and stuff. And like, look, dude, I'm not the Ku Klux Klan. I'm none of this stuff. You stole from me, bro. You bro, you stole my stuff. That's all this is about. Now, they ain't gonna say that. And to my brothers out there, look, y'all know prison, man. The race card, like, that's real. Look, you know how that prison stuff goes, man. That race stuff, that's just how it is down south anyway. And that goes for the blacks and the whites. You know, the whites are racist, not all of them. And all the blacks are racist, not all of them. That's just how it is, man. It's segregated. So argue with prison. All right, I'm done defending myself. So anyways, they take us out and separate us. They send him to one section, and they send me to the other one. But before we go, when he said it was like some race stuff, dude went down to my cell and punched my cellie right in his face. Like, and I didn't see that, but someone told me about it. I'm looking through, a whole riot breaks out because of this. The whole section goes into a race riot, and it's black on white. A white dude and a black dude are fighting on the tier. They're trying to throw each other over the top of the tier to land to their death, like on their head, bro. All of them got knives. And I get the full story of this when I get to prison, because a guy in the county followed, like, he ended up going to the same prison I was at. And he told me the whole rundown of what happened while I was outside the section. So a whole race riot breaks out. All the blacks pull out knives. All the white dudes are, you know, encircled by them. All kinds of stuff goes on, man. They're like, the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan, the racist, like, the race cars getting, so it's blurred, bro. It's already like, it's about that now. It ain't got nothing to do with no stealing now. It's all about race. So they take me to I got like scratch marks. Like I got scratch marks all down my trap, right? I got scratch marks all down my trap. Long fingernails, I don't know. And I get checked out by the medical, and I got these weapons on me, bro. Like, dude, they're supposed to search you and see if you got anything else before you go to another section. And I got this. I forget all about the soap and sock weapon I got. Like, this thing's big, bro. I mean, it looks like I'm packing heat down there. I mean, it's a it's a pretty big package. You know what I mean? And I got it right here. I'm like, oh, they gonna find it. They gonna charge me with a weapon, right? And I got these two blinkies on me, the pins. So they already know they're gonna put those two together and be like, oh yeah, bro, you was ready. You were gonna be ready. It don't even matter if it's metal or not. Or was you gonna write a letter with your soap? They ain't gonna fall for that. So I got this stuff, and the nurse is going over my injuries, and I'm like, nah, I just got cut. Like I'm good. Like just like I'm doing everything, but like, nah, you ain't gotta check my stomach. You ain't gotta check my thighs. You ain't gotta check my legs. Like I'm good. Just lock me up. Just like do whatever y'all do when somebody gets in a fight. I don't know, whatever. So they put me in a whole nother section, and uh yeah, with this stuff on me, which is cool because I just got some extra socks and soap and stuff like that. And I go to a totally different section. And I know some people over there too. And I end up, as soon as I go to the cell, like a couple of dudes I know are in there. And they're like, what's up, bro? Blah, blah, blah. Like, dap me up. And I'm like, yeah, man, I just got into it over there. And they're like, lockdown, lockdown. So whatever cell I go into, because I got into it, that cell gets 20 days lockdown. Okay, 23-hour lockdown. Sometimes they let you out for a shower. Sometimes they don't. Most time it's 24-hour lockdown. So as soon as I get in there, they're all they're all happy to see me. And then they're like, bro, we just got 20 days locked. The cell gets locked down, not just you. They'll let them out, but like, it's crazy, man. They'll have it like opening the door and stuff like that. And sometimes they don't even let you out. So they're kind of pissed over that. Well, some of them are. Some of them don't care. But as soon as I got over there, dude, I think I got to make a phone call. No, this was later on. I got to switch. I got my money sent to a dude I knew over there so he could catch store, and I just gave him some money. I was like, here, dude, like, catch the store in your name, bring it to the bean hole, and you can catch, like, here, I'll feed you. I'll feed you, man. I got money coming in. I'm not like hood rich, just I got some money coming in, and I'll just feed you for it. So that worked out. I did my 20 days. I didn't have no problems in this section. And yeah, so that was when I got my commissary stole and had to get some straightening. Again, wasn't super bad. Could have been way, 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 way worse. But that's how it is in there, man. Like, anybody disrespect you, man. Anybody take your stuff, bro. It doesn't matter if it's a box of chips or a bag of chips. It doesn't matter if it's a stamp, an envelope. It does not matter, man. You have to fight. It is the principle, okay? No other man is going to take any of your property. Just that simple. So, look, that's the time I got my commissary took. And had to get some straightening over it in jail, right? This is before prison. So, till next time, man, I look out.